On this computer, we are recording. Okay, my name is Eddie Laporte. I'm the Executive Director of the New Jersey Office of Faith-Based Initiatives. And I spoke to Christine, and initially my email said this overview was going to be an hour. She's saying it max 20 minutes. All organizations that are funded by the OFBI have to participate in the legal audit. And so in the past, we never had a get together of the organization so that the pro bono can explain what this process is all about. It's really about looking at the paperwork that you have in the organization and to make sure that you're complying with all the documents that the nonprofit needs to comply by. And we do that in the beginning of the contracting process when we ask you for the charity registration number, proof of charity registration number, division of revenue number, proof of that number, your 501c3 determination letter, your certificate of incorporations and certificate of standing. So we do that's the basic documents that you need to have in place to do business with the state of New Jersey. The legal audit goes into more in-depth detail, and it really tries to position the organization to legally protect itself moving forward. Now, when I speak to a lot of nonprofit leaders, I say to them, listen, I don't expect executive leaders or deputy directors to actually do this work. This is a really good opportunity to enhance the skill sets of your staff that you deem as a potential leader in your organization. Because let me tell you something, you'd be surprised how many nonprofit leaders they don't have a clue about the documents that we initially ask you to submit, nor do they have a clue about the documents that Christine Duffy is going to ask you to submit. So this is a really good exercise if you can identify an up-and-coming leader in your organization to really get them to understand what that process is like so that your paperwork is in place. And at the end of the day, you can have all your documents in a binder so that when you're going to submit for funding opportunities, you don't have to scramble like you had to scramble for us in order to get you to a place where we can contract you. So again, look at this as an exercise to enhance the leadership within your organization and identify one person to go through that process, because every leader should know what we're asking you to submit, and every leader should know how to get those documents, and every leader should know what Christine is going to ask you to work with. Now, pro bono, everything that the pro bono does with you guys is going to be through email and phone calls. And so and it's very important that you participate in this process, because your final payment is attached to your final payment is attached to how actively you responded to Christine. And again, I don't expect EDs to do this. I do expect you though to look at this as a learning exercise and identify somebody in your organization that will be willing to, that you say, this is something that I think you need to know if you want to be a nonprofit leader moving forward. And I think that's the way you should sort of kind of think about it. All right. So I'm going to hand it off to Christine Duffy, and she's going to do her 20-minute presentation. I'm recording this, and so I'll email it to everybody that's on here. Christine, let me just spotlight the video. And there you go. So take it away, Christine.
Thanks, Eddie, and thank you all for getting on today's call. I just wanted to introduce two of my colleagues. I don't know if you can see them still at this point, but Ali Kilduff and Ken Hansen are participating, and the three of us will be working with your organizations. We divided the 23 grantees among the three of us. So 8 of you are going to work with me, 8 are going to work with Ali, and 7 are going to work with Kent. And I'll go over the names later and tell you who you're working with, just in case some people sign in a few minutes late. We're a nonprofit ourselves, Pro Bono Partnership. We provide free legal services to charitable nonprofits in New Jersey, New York, and Connecticut. And we do transactional pro bono. We help you with the day-to-day business legal issues that you have. We don't go to court, and we don't represent individuals. We just focus on your business needs. I want to just mention up front that don't be alarmed. I know when people hear the word audit, lots of bells and whistles go off. Think of this as an exercise to help improve your day-to-day operations. And appreciate the fact that the effort that you put in answering our questions and providing us the documents will allow us to give you better feedback, a health check on the legal status of your organization. And you might be saying to yourself, well, why is this important? Well, if some of your practices are not in compliance with the law, you could lose certain protections that the law provides to charities. For example, there's something called charitable immunity that provides protection to the nonprofit and to your employees. If you're not properly operating, you could lose that protection, which is a significant protection should you get sued. You also might jeopardize your real property tax exemption if you own property. So we're not going to try to make this burdensome to you. We want to make it practical. The other thing I want to note is after you get the information, which I'll talk about in a few moments, from us, if you have any questions or you're concerned or you're a little confused, respond back to whichever lawyer sent you the background information and ask questions. Feel free to give us a call and we'll try to help walk you through any concerns you have. Again, we want to make this a relatively painless of a process for you as it can be. This year we have the 23 grantees, 13 of which we have never worked with before. And we're going to explain to you how you become an official client of ours. And then there's 7 clients of ours who are currently working with us. They don't need to apply to become a client. And there's 3 organizations that are clients we haven't worked with in a while, and we make you go through the application process again, just so we have all the current information about your organization that we need to make sure we have the basic materials to get you set up again to work with our organization. For those that have to apply, you'll get the instructions and you'll go to our website, fill out an application form, submit to us about 7 or 8 different documents that we're going to need. You're going to see on the application form that there's a processing fee to become a client. We are waiving that fee for the OFBI clients that are going through this process, so don't be alarmed by that. No extra payment's going to be required. So let me walk you through the 2 steps. For those organizations, the 16 of you, that have to apply to become a client or reapply to become a client, we'll give you instructions for how to get to our website. We'll tell you which form to fill out. There's one for new clients and one for past clients. And it's a relatively simple process. You fill out the form to the best of your ability, and you'll see the list of documents that you need to provide to us. We would ask that before you submit the application, please collect those documents that we need. And after you submit the application that same day, submit the documents to us via email. I know my practice is, because these are the audits, I'm going to have you email the documents directly to me. Ali or Kent might have you email it to the address that's on our website, information@probonopartner.org. So just pay attention to the email that you'll be getting from us as to the approach to follow. Once we get the application, the assigned lawyer is going to review the documents, set up a call with you, just discuss what you preliminarily sent in. All your organization should qualify for our services. And once that mini screening is done, we will send you an engagement letter. And once we get that engagement letter back from you, you will become an official client of Pro Bono Partnership. And then we can move forward with the audits. Just so you know, once you become a client with this engagement letter, we're not going to send you a new engagement letter for any subsequent projects that you have. This engagement letter will cover all your subsequent issues, unless you become a lapsed client because we haven't worked with you for several years. As I mentioned, we do business transactional legal services, things like contract reviews, lease reviews, corporate governance, employment law, real estate transactions, the whole range of business issues that you confront. We've been doing a lot of work on COVID-related issues, such as helping nonprofits deal with the gala contracts that they entered into, and the galas have been canceled, and trying to negotiate with the event location to get your money back. So we can help you with a wide range of issues that you have with respect to day-to-day issues and COVID. So after you become an official client, you'll go to stage 2, and for those who are the existing 7 clients, you'll already be at stage 2. We're going to provide you a questionnaire that you need to fill out. I think it's about 25 pages long. Don't be alarmed by the length. I put a lot of white space in the document because I'm visually impaired. So I like to have font being big and a lot of white space to make it easy to read. Go through the questionnaire, answer it to the best of your ability. We're going to ask you for a number of additional documents. If you already provided some, um, you'll have to provide some additional documents. For the groups that aren't going through the application process, you're going to have to provide all the documents that we request. And as you go through that, if you come across a document we're asking for, and you decide, geez, I don't have any clue where that document is. It would take me 5 months to find it. Pick up the phone or email us and say, hey, Christine, I don't know what this document is. How important is this document? And then we'll tell you if we really, really, really need to have it. There's certain documents like your certificate of incorporation, your bylaws. Absolutely, we've got to have those, and we'll help you find those documents if you don't have some of them. So again, don't get alarmed. Pick up the phone, email your assigned lawyer, and we'll walk you through the process of filling out the application, filling out the questionnaire, and identifying those documents that we really absolutely have to see in order to make this audit really worthwhile for you. When you get our email, some of us may be putting in the contact information that we have for you. We would appreciate you look at the contact information, correct any mistakes we have. We have partial information for some of you. The more information we have, it'll be easier for us to do the audit. Most of us are working remotely, so if the phone number we have for you is an office number that you really don't check, and it's a better number to reach you at a cell phone number, please provide that to us so that we can reach you to talk about questions that we have. After we do the audit, review all your documents, we'll set up a call with you to discuss our findings and explain to you the problems that we found and how you can go about correcting them. We can help you correct a number of those issues. Some of them you can self-correct yourself. Let's see here. The application to become a client, we really would appreciate if you use your best efforts to try to complete that process within the next 2 weeks so we can get you onboarded as a client. Hopefully that will all be completed within 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then for those folks who have completed the process of becoming a client or those who are already a client, we would ask that you complete the questionnaire and submit the required documents to us within 4 weeks of starting the process of completing the questionnaire and compiling the documents. Note that our email server sort of freaks out when documents exceed in total 9 megabytes. So you may have to send your documents in a number of emails. So if you have to break it up into 3 emails, when you send your 3rd email, it really helps to tell us, hey, we sent you 3 emails. This way we can make sure we received all 3 of your emails. Please don't scan all the documents as one PDF. We often have to break them down into individual pieces because we review documents in a certain sequence so that we can cover all the key points that we want to cover. So we really would request scan each document separately if you're scanning documents. If you have Word versions, that's fine. We can work with Word versions. So I think there are the key points that I wanted to cover. Let me just go through the list of the nonprofits that are being audited, and I'll tell you who you're working with. The ones who are working with me are Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Essex, Hudson, and Union counties, Boys and Girls Clubs of Mercer County, Capital City Community Foundation, which does business as I Am Trenton Community Foundation, Elizabethport Presbyterian Center, Ironbound Community Corporation, Lawrenceville Job Training Partnership, and Raritan Bay Area YMCA. Ali Kilduff is going to be working with Butterfly Dreams, Golden Gate, Jewish Family and Children's Services of Northern New Jersey, My Coda Bear, the Bass Foundation, The Hub, the Lenguire Institute of Fashions, and the Millhouse Foundation, doing business as the Millhouse Child and Family Development Organization. And finally, Ken Hansen is going to be working with Act Now Foundation, Camp Youth Development Program, Focus Hispanic Center for Community Development, Mount Carmel Guild of Trenton, My Eternal Family, Palestinian American Community Center, and that should be it. If I didn't read your name, unmute your phone and shout out your organization, and I'll tell you what.
United Way of Central Jersey.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Okay, thank you.
That's me, Gloria, sorry.
Integrated Community Concepts.
I am blind, okay. That's Kent Hansen.
Just want to confirm, Ironbound Community Corporation's with you as well, right?
Yep, you're stuck with me.
Great. Thanks.
Hey, this is Ken from Mill Hill Child and Family. I think you mentioned that we were Millhouse, but we're actually Mill Hill.
I'm sorry, I am visually impaired. I apologize for that. I'm working from a spreadsheet.
That's okay. What's the name of the attorney that we're assigned?
You're going to work with Alexandra Kilduff, or Ali Kilduff. And again, each of you will be getting an email from the assigned lawyer. You'll have all our contact information, phone numbers. I'll be getting my emails out today. Kent's actually on vacation, even though he's on this call. So you probably will not get emails from Kent until Monday or Tuesday. And I assume you'll get an email from Ali anywhere between today and next Monday or Tuesday. So if you don't get an email from one of us, by next Tuesday, reach out to us. We have our website, probonopartner.org, and our phone number is 973-240-6955. That's 973-240-6955. And when the phone answers, if you want to reach me, you enter 303. If you want Kent, 304. And if you want Allie, 305. So the minute the phone answers and you start hearing the recording, put our phone number, our extension in. Don't have to press any other buttons. You'll go directly to our, if we're here in the office, you'll speak directly with us, or you'll go to voicemail, and that voicemail will be emailed to us. So any questions?
There is a question in the chat from Ayana. Is there a copy we can receive ahead of time? So Ayana, what do you mean? What are you asking? Are you talking about the questionnaire?
Yes. Hi, I'm Yana with I Am Trenton Community Foundation. We're an all volunteer organization, so we would really appreciate receiving as many of so earlier in the chat, someone requested a checklist of the documents that we need to prepare. We would really appreciate receiving that list ahead of time.
You'll be getting an email. You'll be getting an email from me within an hour of this call with all that
wonderful.
information.
Thank you.
All right. Are there any other questions? All right,
Could
everybody.
you possibly repeat the phone number again?
Sure.
Thanks.
It's 973-240-6955. And then if you want Christine, 303, Kent, 304, Allie, 305.
All right. Any other questions? Told you this was going to be painless, right? I told you. So, listen, Pro Bono is a good organization, right? And if you guys have legal issues outside of this legal audit, I would suggest that you reach out to your lawyers as assigned to you and run it by them, even while you're going through this audit, because they can help you identify another lawyer to deal with that particular issue. It's a great organization. They will work with you, and they're really trying to protect you moving forward. So I want to thank everybody for getting on this call. Listen, wear your face mask, social distance, do the right thing, wash your hands, don't touch your face with your hands like this, right, like I'm doing right now, and walk around with hand sanitizer and 90% isopropyl alcohol like I do, right? I take this stuff real serious. Be safe, everybody. If I don't talk to you before Thanksgiving, enjoy your holidays, be safe, and thanks for getting on board. I will email everybody this recording just in case you have any questions moving forward, okay? Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.